know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hawkeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Trojans' offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because the...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Looking to pass, it's Buck. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Woods. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Finds the tight end. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. This one's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Finds his man. It's Alvarado. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to...
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Peppers. Going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Hold on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Looking for space. It's Berry. And he's dragged down.
I don't think the defense was expecting run on that play. 2nd and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Buck. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try to pop the draw. Shakes off the defender. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Peppers. Got it in the middle, it's Durant. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. The give out of the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Runs through a tackle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. Gets away from one. Finds some space.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a double.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to pass, it's Buck. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off.
Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Alvarado. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the returner goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Buck. That's reeled in, it's Peppers. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Got it behind the line. It's Peppers. Quick step and go. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can...
Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. quick toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Lost one deep down the right side.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And points have been hard. Running room in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Peppers. The sure hands, it's Durant. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make...
Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll try the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one. He makes the catch. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He breaks a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Buck. That's caught, it's Peppers. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give on the option.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got a man. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Alvarado. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get him.
Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football. Almost had the big play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Buck. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He'll try it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Got a man. It's Ellington. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's fourth down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Peppers. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alvarado. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. A third down try for the offense. To the air, it's Buck. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score set up by the return man. Looking for the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to throw, it's Buck. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got him in the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Buck. Here comes the heat. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks